Hello, I think we're live. Alright, seems to be working properly. This is my first stream ever. Not my best day ever, so let's see how it goes. Let's see. Alright. So what we're going to do, just to test if things are working properly, I'm going to try to make a hello world using the terminfo library, because I came across this tutorial like yesterday, and it's a light read. It really explains well how term caps work, with a bit of an exercise here. And I've been using ncurses for a long time, and I was always curious to understand how this works a bit better, how the terminal works as well as I can. And it's really well explained, so I thought I was ready to do a bit of a test program, probably a game, just using terminfo and see how that works. And in the future I might, if I manage to convince myself, I'll write my own ncurses. There was always a question whether it's worth it or not. Maybe if you use ncurses too, you know what I mean. So just going to try. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I'm just checking the tutorial and the manual over here. So what would be the first step? I don't know. Let's start with basics. Sorry about my accent if it's not sounding right now. It'll just come along. It's because I don't talk in English just every day. But it will ease up. I don't know if I should show you the tutorial I'm browsing or not. Probably not. So there is a function to initialize the environment. Setup term. Right. It is recommended to use curses and not terminfo directly. Setup term is called by ncurses. Should have done a bit more research before this, but yeah, this is just a test stream anyway. I was going to play NetHack originally, but came across that tutorial and I just had to make something using terminfo. So the setup term routine reads the terminfo database, initializing the terminfo structures, but does not set up stuff that curses does, of course. Alright, and it should return okay, right. Alright, including term.h. Setup term. I can't tell what the arguments represent. Says the simplest call looks like this. I have no idea what's going on there. The header for curses is needed too, apparently. And then to end this, should call reset share mode apparently. So if the first argument is null, the environment variable term is used. That should be okay. I'm just going to put in null. The second argument is for output, so 1 here, I'm guessing this is std out. And third argument is for errors. Which we don't care about either. Okay. As for reset shell mode to end, this is called by endwin in ncurses normally, and they take no argument. Let's see if we can compile this. Not sure if I should free the terminal that we've set up, or if reset shell mode is enough. I'm not sure. I will compile that and see how much it breaks. Let me just check. Is everything still alright and online? Would seem so. Okay. Got a link with ncurses from what I gathered. Compiles, runs, and does nothing. Well, that's better than I expected. So yeah, we're going to try to write something on the terminal. If I check that tutorial again, I think it doesn't do the same thing that I just compiled. Or no, it's because it's about both term caps and terminfo, and they're not the same function. But otherwise we're good. He's not even closing his terminal. So From what I understood, we're going to have to query the database to get a string to feed into the terminal, and it will make something happier. Or I think if we just do that, it's printing hello. As if the term thing that we set up meant nothing. I don't know. I have no idea how to clear the screen yet. Like, have a special screen for the program to run on. Let's put it in red just to make sure it works. So pipe arm is the terminfo function for requesting a capability string from the database. And the name of the capability is color cap for color. And then can just use the ncurses define. So this will return a string that I can pass to the terminal using to put this. Like so. I don't know if we need to read that. Not it at all. Actually, a string for the capability is obtained by getStr. and in terminfo it is set AF, and then we set it, or see, does that work? It does. The segmentation fault, I'm not sure what that's coming from. Well, there you go. And if I remove that line, I'm curious if it's going to make my terminal red. No. I'm still not really sure what I'm doing here, so it says you should call it after setup term. It just says to call it, doesn't give an explanation. I'm going to keep it here, and can I free those strings? No. Well, there you go. Suppose it doesn't clear the screen though, so just that, which isn't going to work if we want to make any kind of program in there. Seeing how that would work. The tutorial is good, but the example is a bit confusing. Well, it explains how to manage input, but not how to clear the screen. Here is a capability apparently. So if I try to do the same thing here again. Uh, and I think we need to change it to true or something. I'm gonna just try true. That worked. I'm not sure how they handle memory. It doesn't. It's not obvious how they handle memory. So that works, and if we call reset shell mode here, does it go back to my terminal? No. Maybe I have to save the state of the terminal in some way. But if I could stay there and update the state, I could have something going on. Perhaps. I suppose this is probably stupid, but if I just set it back to false, does it do anything coherent? just close it again. Mm. Is the stream still running? Um, I'm very dark here. I don't know what's going on. This is the darkest me. It's not that much better, but right, I've kept that thing on the whole time. Let's try if we can make it work one way or the other. The alternate screen buffer. So there is a special buffer for this kind of thing. And this guy here gives the escape sequence for it. Let's comment that out and try it. This is the literal capability. I mean, if I keep working on this, I'm going to need to figure out what capability this actually is so I can write something cleaner. And then this way. So let's see if that works. Not at all. Um, so we're gonna stick with tip with this. It doesn't work at all. Doesn't work at all. It works a lot better. Cleaner code is always better. So anyway, I'm gonna finish this up and then check if the stream got recorded properly. What we're going to do here, going to try to stream every day at this time. So if you don't see me tomorrow or any day, 9 p.m. my time, means I'm too tired to stream, but I might be looking to make this to a regular thing. Yeah, that doesn't pause, but I suppose it worked since it restored. Yeah. So we'll see where I get with this terminfo thing. I was expecting it to be worse, but I mean, that's pretty straightforward, right? Just have to check against the names of the caps, and there you have it. So I'll probably keep going with that. I have an idea for a small roguelike that I could make using terminfo and maybe get into a little bit more of the subtleties of the library. One of the things that always bothered me with ncurses is how if you refresh a window and then you write something on it and then you refresh it again, the content of the window is lost and you have to redraw it before redisplaying it, and just a bunch of things in ncurses that I'm not sure if I'm happy with, and if I understood the layer underneath that, then maybe that will help. Knowing what you're doing, that always help, right? So we're going to do stuff in the terminal for sure. Yeah. I have no idea how interesting this is. It's probably quite bad, but we'll get there. That didn't go so bad. So, yeah. Well, stay tuned. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.